So, let me guess, you clicked on this video to learn 1-point perspective. Well, you came to the right place. In this video, I'll show you a little demonstration on how to get started. First step is to draw a line. Pretty easy, right? You thought. If you're doing this with a pencil and paper, it's important to use a ruler so your lines don't look like this. Also, try to draw your lines as lightly as possible so it'll be easy to erase. The line is called the horizon line. Pretty creative name, right? Now, this line has the power to divide your paper into two sections, the sky and the ground. Next step is to add a dot. The dot is called the vanishing point. The vanishing point must be placed on the horizon line. Now, we got that out of the way, let's start drawing the perspective of some shapes. Woohoo! First is what we call a square. But using our vanishing point, we can use lines to connect it to the corners of our square. And if we draw a smaller square connecting to the lines that we just made, and erase the lines we don't need, boom! We've just created a cube in 1-point perspective. Okie dokie, I hope you guys aren't bored yet, because we're gonna make another cube! Since we drew one on the horizon line, let's make one below it. Remember to draw the shape first, connect the corners to the vanishing point, draw a smaller square connecting to the lines, and erasing the lines after. Now this trick doesn't apply to only squares. You can use other shapes like triangles or even this thing. Basically, in 1-point perspective, it's all about creating 3D shapes and giving the illusion of depth on a flat surface. An example is, if I was standing in the middle of this hallway, I would look big because I'm standing closer to the camera, and everything behind me looks smaller. When drawing buildings, a common mistake that 100% of people make is not making the windows, doors, or any objects parallel to the building. It's important to draw the windows and doors using the same techniques as the building. In this image, you can see the building are pointing to the vanishing point. Same with the windows, balcony, and chairs. I hope you guys are excited, because in today's activity we are going to make a city/neighborhood. Of course, we start with the horizon line and vanishing point. Then, we start adding where the road is going to be. On either side, we could add buildings. I started off with a simple cube since all buildings are primarily shaped like one. There's no limit on how many buildings you can make, so go nuts if you want to. On the other side, I've added some trees. Now, instead of trees, you can also add street lamps, or even more buildings, who knows? Finally, after 2 hours and a bit of my insanity, this is the final product. Now, you may be wondering why I didn't color it. I'm not getting paid enough for this, so this is the best you're gonna get. But as you can see, I've added more windows and added balconies to give the building more depth. Now, if you want to make this yourself, you can add and change whatever you want to have in your city. For example, instead of a road, you can have a river flowing through the city, or maybe scorching hot lava. You can also turn your city into an apocalyptic society where the civilians took over the government and then... Where was I? In all seriousness, learning perspective is very challenging, but with enough practice, you can manage to create incredible cities. Well, congratulations for making it to the end of the video. Remember, in art, you're only limited by your own imagination. So never give up.